Let's do this. Mm.
Dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today is the first day of summer vacation. I start new school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. It's been 6 years now. From here on out, you have been gone longer than you were here. Feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
After I banged on your door, and after I checked upon and climbed out to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears swelling in his friend's eyes and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since went missing. She's gonna come back, Willow. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. And I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Tickle.
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start out. Start. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Frollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh! Don't, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission, my control. Oh, I just have to tell Gwen and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your current shit kinda weaks me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. See yourself, I won't be long. I'm going from.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric. One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
Onda.
Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation. An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week.
Close that, yeah.
A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string. The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch. Just some dusty knickknacks. Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet. Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said. Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night. Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air. Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation. my, this is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader. A sturdy old wheelbarrow.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh.
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Gwen. I'm going to go hang with Wallow for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Why you and Wallow headed exactly? Oh, no,
The
special.
less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
We're just gonna go.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
We're just gonna go chill for the
The
day.
best lies are built on truth.
The boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you're done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
Yes.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed.
I'm not gonna do the faces
At
anymore.
any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things. We were just gonna go chill for the
We already
day.
did this.
The best lies are built easy.
Oh. Oh, and Luca. You and Wallow stay out of trouble. I know. Get into trouble with Wallow. Okay. Come on. Woo! Dang it, Wallow.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
You know Drew. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered, until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Sorry, young Mr. Fanhorn. Can't talk now. Very busy,
Mayor
busy
Augustus
preparations.
Valentine was not busy.
Sorry, Gus. How many times do I? It's a matter of Fallon.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must be briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing. Keep at it. Alright, what can the mayor of Vegan Pumps do for you today? Oh, just say hi, I guess. Oh, good day to you too, young Mr. Fanhorn. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never up at the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what Dad used to do here. That reminds me. If you ever want his share back, I'm taking to sanding recently. Keep me from falling asleep at the wheel. If you don't mind, I think it should say. No, an empty chair makes for a great listener.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse. After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
Okay, what's top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night it was glowing. Glowing, are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the fire harvest, yeah. We would even want to poke around that place. We would, well, we would. Wait. It's just a bastard old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. We won't actually go to the warehouse. What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Walla, if you don't want to. Look around by that time and you jumped in and said it was your fault from a path followed me. It's the flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Wallow. As I think about it, poking around at the septic fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness. Luca looked up at the satellite dish. Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree. While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over. On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
Hey,
Mr.
Mrs.
Sinclair
Lincoln.
continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
But I don't see you. I'm sleeping, boy. How's that napping today? Coming as always. Used to have a perfect nice view from here. So, from and a half, I put the monster for building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair for a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown, they won. I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Come on then, dude. Grab his wallet. I'm sorry, yeah, I can't. Do it, I will pound you. Yep. Yeah, but my mom's. Yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but. I'll be the fucking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. Oh, dickhead. Mr. Fanhorn, do you have a moment? It's just you, Luca. Golly, I'm sorry, it's my first week. I'm permanent
He pulled a
harvest.
pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful, it won't happen again. If we're going to be on the first name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Say, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so damn special. You know? It's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here in Bacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'll have to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If we're gonna change the town, you need to get the detail right. That sounds intense. I like the detail on the armors, look pretty cute. Uh-huh. Changing the world is intense. So what you say? Can the kid you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few quick questions. One done. So it's not that hard, is it? Okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about making pants? I never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so
Pete
painful.
stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. What was that? Our first 3 questions answered in a record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest waits. And we just write down, okay. We can just write down every word. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on now, catch up.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
You wandered down the wrong path. What are the danger ahead? Oh, this is getting good. Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning. Correct. And you said, like they say, the early bird gets the proper education or cap for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Are you serious? Hey, Luca. Could you please set the stage about to help out in the cafe? I said, would you like? Luca, let me give you a little time advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you never work a day in your life. Wow, you really saying the kid up for success? Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up? Oh, it's just...
Right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Oh, this is she's sister. Okay, not really. No, I can't. I say I have. Can't say I won't say. Actually, would I lie to you? Go wait out. I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of our favorite places to stand around and be useless. Although, so we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Although, what are you doing? That turning thing with your belly. Well, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless and a chump. She's running around that corner, isn't she? Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice supper we're having, eh? Can't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. I also can't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Because I'm gonna level you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. Oh, gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is water. Never looked like they were hit. If ink time shrink away. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than finding carrots. Look, Roxy, look at I have places to be. So if you don't mind. Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home, I'll harvest yours carrots, or I'll hire you home myself.
Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home. In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's first of summer. The sun's shining. We just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great now, but all those problems have already becoming my problems, and part of it is tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March up, big off what? I expect a photo part at the Fountain Place. A photo part. So Fitz, way out to this lovely day. Nope. Cool. Hey Griffin, how's ice cream get going? Not great. It's still pretty cold out, and I'm in the business of selling cold. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Torwood's not at his grocery stand. It's traffic for the festival, I guess. Gotcha. Oh, naughty. They're supposed to be touching the loose shit. Hey, bud. Hey, Luca. I'm doing some fact checking for the town history. Look at them, just see to clear up the lights. But did you know when the town was founded, there was only 7 citizens and they all worked for a mining company, and there was only one dirt road leading to town, and there is only one road leading to town. All right. She's talking to Mr. Rob before heading out. You might know something so bad. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
Hi, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news. The bacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old Fairways warehouse? Nope. Oh, well, I thought he saw some lights there last night. Oh, well, I ought to be careful poking around that part of town. Ruins of chains are blowing. The chains is a dangerous animal. Change. I could have done that. Fuck! Hey, Solomon. But it's no time for chat. Look at my boy. Hold up a tick. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to. I just saw the last shot of your grandmother's preserves. Can't suck the serves fast enough, it turns out. Hey, that's great, but I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with one of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. It's wine here that he owes me, that
A
dance.
promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
I do. She's a fine woman, that Jumper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. I will a fine woman. Go. Sweeter than any gem on earth. Yeah. It's a fine
The phone
woman with
booth
the
was
big
brand new,
furs.
part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
But bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy. Oh sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes you just wanna be left alone. If you're going into Weedwood, just be careful where you step. No bug punching, got it?
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Oh no, turning back now. Caution, 95 fence. Is that
The
sign here?
fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Lada do if
Luca
he
often
was
asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I did not touch nothing.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Ah.
1 more to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pine. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so water wasn't saturating for once. What's going on
There's only
here?
one way to find out.
Wow, that smells awful. Too bad water's not here. You have no problem poking around in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Make a mess? Oh no. Locked?
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
Zipper?
The
Footsteps?
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Oh! Shit! Shit!
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto it. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light. This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it.
Wait, is this the actual end?
From here on out, a charm will have a checkmark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
I love that. Make a break for it. What have you done? Ah! Did the little shit just kick me? What are you wanting, little traps? You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. I'm investigating the Valentine warehouse fellow. Sorry about that. Well, can get excited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
Trying to complete an R4s. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter how hard you're doing me. Yes, to find out business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. So no word from her. Nope. That is sort of a shame. Shame. Your grandma was taken away since the cube house. Yeah. And how's that going? He must stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's really at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's fair to have a quacker who is worldly, wild, and later one who tries to compensate by smoothing you with attention. Doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say it's better to rely on yourself. Farming as a way of creating more problems than they solve.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm too busy to be looking her over for you. Apologies, Herbert. I was just taking a stroll for town. Strolls are for commoners. You're Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of the town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Hey, look, my boy. I heard of a tick outside Mr. Duncan kinda in the highway right now. Sorry. But he's got too much of his father in him. I win. Look up. I am the champion. Where are we racing? Did that wall get longer? Like anything ever changed around here? It seemed longer. You just lie here from the one. You really need to pace yourself fair next time. Not sure why I would sacrifice for second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get on an electric fence? Don't worry, I got this. Why did you do that? Fa always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Quite what now? Well, I did my part and stopped touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. Well, they stay distance. Whoa, you're a genius. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Waller, you are exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? It definitely needs investigating. Good thing two ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Look at this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't buzz. Oh well. That's just new eye. I bet it got stuff in there. I can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get it. Wallow. It'll be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, lucky lady. So what's in there? Let's see. A squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good excitement. Sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold a phone. Hold two phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic Communications. Command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic 1. Command, you coming in 5 by 5. How are you for the readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. I guess it's for evac. Hope it's on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying, my hands are covered in sludge. Shoot. Scoot over, I'm coming in. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know. I saw. It's coming back. Get down.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Look at. Do you know what separates one of the male detectives from ace detectives? Oh, think this hot? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Ah.
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
The badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
First up, deep entering. Your name tag. Put far away a bag full of shiny old name tags. I think it's just one name tag in the bag for something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm, this is no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Order, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. But our sign-covered hand would be in here. Ah! I am beginning to see the benefits of your wonderful lies, friend. Alright, well clearly it's obvious I'm faster than you, so I go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, look up. I'll make sure the coast is clear. As I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, 1. If you don't hear me yell, 1. Actually, either way, ass. Why not? I give you credit. You're so funny, adventure way to start summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to... Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished showering the message Jan last night. So that need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you do? What did you and Roller get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. So Gavin folks, I'll be there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? No, let me just ran around a bit.
Ryan's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances you are to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's a soon icebox. But nothing. You have to stay here, understand? Yeah, say it. I'll say yeah till you get back. Good. But that was strange.
A faint electronic sound flew.
They're coming from upstairs. No? Is anyone there? Hello? What is that you? Ever? Strange.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Oh shit. Oh hey Roxy. Is this about me accidentally kicking you yesterday? Is Wallow here? No. Look at me, look at this is serious. Is Wallow here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Well, I didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around and we put, and then it was late and we ran home. We put, if he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else that he
Luca's
said?
mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay, at least you go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Voila. Where are you?
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and a sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
We really need to get back to work. There's a couple more minutes. Foxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy, and I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Looney. Roxy needs our help. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Wallow always getting me in trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check what the adults are. So I guess it's up to us to check what we put. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great, I guess. Alright, Fitz. And I check Reapwood. We'll be back later to pick up the horses. I think my dad has a map of Wheatwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Alright. Making sure.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing. Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey,
Kato
Kato.
was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
Oh, hey, look how you snuck up on me. Good book. No, just saw
He
it.
gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books. I haven't read it yet. Seems like I just hit puberty as he speaks. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that about 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? Fight! That's interesting, but you haven't seen Wallow and one, haven't you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? I like the sound he makes. Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Check.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Hey you! What's that monster puts candy behind a locked door? Yeah, Mr. Nunquid works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luke Fanhorn. You new here? Yep, not by
Beck's family
choice.
moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
Looking for my friend while I didn't come home last night. So he's missing. I guess so. Like missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going now. Hey, wait up! What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says that unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yeah, well technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. If I always say the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me, Wallow. I guess Wallow is my unlucky penny. That serves it. A person should never be without the unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet ya, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep out. Dang, they brought up the way in.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is there something number one here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. But the next obvious stuff is science. And what is science to us? Poke you with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo.
I like that fucking smells, yes.
Beck's
It's
eyes
person
widened
shit.
as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the sign says that the skunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Oh, hey Trish. Look what the cat dragged in. Yeah. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Don't say things like that. It tempts Tish's feelings. You don't want Tish? Yeah. Looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my friend, compatriot Tish. Yup. You probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account for your being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dad? Oh, he seems to be alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left. Oh my fucking god. Iggy, I'm gonna say this. Oh my. I'm gonna kick this fucker. Don't talk about my family. Huh. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that goes around. Oh my god, this guy. Iggy's a little cunt. He needs to be punched in the face. And then his mom's finally can take him out bounce. I'm fine with that shit.
Towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Tickle. Let's stack out the tickles.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
It just wants to have a go. Yeah. Check it out.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under.
Now, just see. Yeah.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yeah.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Yeah. What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think he was just threatening us.
His eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered I have somewhere to be. See how on you, kid.
He kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Whoa, look, wait. Beck, I think you got a little ooze. Yeah.
The ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. Why are you feeling about having a more mature find? Oh God.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Shit, it's not guy, but says.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Oh, look, it looks like you need a blue mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to punch your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yeah. Stop being a weirdo. I don't know, I use some kind of wackadoo. Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs,
At
ain't
the sight
that?
of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are worn. I'm gonna.
His voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. Oh my. I'm sorry, just. Oh shit. Yeah. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, alright? Nothing but the seems okay.
The warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
I'm gonna do the other one.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quiet. Only this.
Chico. Which I like for Beck's new look.
Chapter 4. The Best Pol. Luca paused for a moment. He'd only just... Hopefully he...
Probably a fan time flashlight company. Looks old. What the hell are you doing here, dear? And why did that kid with grey hair just run past us in a
Roxy and
panic?
Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We're just helping look for Wallow. Look, I need you to tell me the
Roxy's
truth.
temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out
In a
of time.
torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Well, I went just playing at a Wii Board yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit and we hid in a dumpster and had a bag dropped on us. I think it was a body. And so we went, but we got split up. And I went home. It's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Well, it's gonna be okay, I
Roxy drew
promise.
herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. If I wanna know, it's too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do
Roxy
something.
tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
Go back to the little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Wallow shows up. Sounds like a
Luca
plan.
wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
The wife thing tell me the truth. Now, Scott. You really believe it's sorry? What other options do we have? Things happen strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, way weirder than
Looking into the
normal.
puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This just gives me the willies. Read it to you. It's very magical.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Oh, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Very sorry. What were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no, nothing. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it really. The whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from what I read? Not yet. Long time for our boy to lose his way. All I know is his words too were to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics had this hotel morbid sick. Antics? We all know Wall likes to play his little pranks. You think it's a prank? Well, possible explanation could there be? He's not playing the prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there is something, you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him. There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old
Mr.
fountain
Nuncreed
house.
raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo and when he went missing? Exactly, I was hiding in that dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around, then someone in a spring colored suit came and dumped something on us. We perfectly scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? But that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But I wasn't just garbage. I think it's a body. I'm so it's just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said deep engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said
A
that.
deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Uh-oh. Why did you have to? I tried to, God knows, I tried to keep you
Luca
safe.
attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you fan-answers can't help yourselves, can't you? Oh shit! We're so close to being done with this. Oh no.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my
The
hands
door
now.
latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end. Wait. No.
Yeah.
This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else. The person of this strange ooze and what was wrong.
Whoa there, little buddies. You started me. What the dickens are you up to in this party? What just happened? Look for a while. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Well, I showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They complete the scouting, you know. The sun is get that passion. All others has now, getting some word to serve us. But that's a relief. You two sit scurrying along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Willow. Oh, that reminds me. Look, your grandmother was looking for you. She was rather sick. She said march straight home. I guess, Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll hope you need to tell you about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
Guess well, that ends well. I'll introduce you to Willow tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? Oh, no, I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just looking for Willow. Obviously, come over. Just worry about him. So I figured you won't mind if I help look for him.
The house was empty.
The Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. "Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
That's a really good song. Fuck me.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Willow?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Okay. Well, is that you? Luca! There? Wow, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me, someone grabbed me yesterday. Wait, the man hazmat suit? It was, took me to some sort of, I think I'm underground. Underground? You okay? Kinda. They seem more interested for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no, trust. He's... Hold on, someone's
The
coming.
signal went silent.
Hello? Hello, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear
Rollo's
you.
voice began to fade.
Signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to. The treehouse. The
With that,
treehouse.
the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's up the treehouse? The antenna? He wants to use the antenna in the treehouse to get back its signal. What are you, a
Lucy
genius?
grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
I think it's something else. We got the walkie-talkie to the radio on the treehouse. I'm gonna be sucking back in the sec.
a herd of... He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Uh-oh. So you understand that was? She can come assessing from one time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We are in danger now. I for one refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Reviews. Yeah, you just keep your wits about
Mr.
you.
Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with her West Valentine. No resources would still have come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after you called this morning. Plans changed. I was regarding her. He's fine. We shouldn't have lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Spark Plug has a new objective. Are we in
The
agreement?
three shared a determined look.
Well, we convene out of the festival. Uh-oh. Um, why are you meeting late at night? Hey, Luca. Yeah, darn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gwen enter diner together. When my shift at the news center was over, they still hadn't left. I used the grace tool of any investigative reporter. Checking something. Time. Whenever they left, I tied them here. What do you think they're up to? I like the design. Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gwen been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from her Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Look, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Actually coming out. Now I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luca. Didn't. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You're right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. All choice for a punk, though. Considering such as these. Ah, it
The
is
two
good.
boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quiet, memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Better hurry up to the treehouse.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown. Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait. Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook, good for skimming the surface.
Give it a good cast now. You have to be real with it and a bit faster, or your catch will lose interest. Huh.
Luca tied a small magnet to the line, fishing with the law of attraction.
You have to because oh.
Luca tied a shoestring. What fish could resist a nice shoe?
Easy back about you don't know, you don't swim.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Well, it's 80 proof whiskey. I had liquor for a hard man. Best leave that be. Take a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. Pick out your bait and find it.
Luca tied a... What fish could...
What do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drifts away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, whatever it is, hope the other boot at least has a sock to keep it company.
Luca gently baited. Good for skimming.
I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You're just a little drilling ball of fur when you lost them. Quiet for days. I told you, turn up. Yeah.
Luca tied a small magnet, fishing with the law.
Where do you think the lock's for the key? Now, why would we want to find out? Because then we would know the secret. God, that's not fun. The second we know what's unlocked, it just becomes a bono key. Right now, this key could unlock anything. Cool.
Luca tied a shoe. What fish could...
Wallow, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Wallow. It's the case that you're alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Wallow, where are you? Okay. Okay. Oh, who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I got weapons in here. So you better come on
He
that, you know.
strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that are already
Fear
dead?
gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I didn't even recognize myself
Luca
anymore.
stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure
It's
shifted slowly
Bear.
from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am.
Luca
Iggy?
reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. It's all your
Luca
fault.
slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm just sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you can control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Fifth clue, Lucas saves the day. His positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. To chase me off, or we would only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Wallo? It's not safe, Luca. Willa, who are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Wallo. Where are you? No, look at the treehouse isn't safe. They said they're going to the treehouse. I was gonna tell you to stay away from the treehouse. They said they're going to the treehouse. The clipboards. What did I tell you? This friend and half his rocket dudes are after me. They've been chasing me. Yeah, the questions at me. What sort of questions? They're saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. They're acting more friendly. We're gonna figure this out again. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Some person is aboard your domicile? Oh, they found me. Look at what's happening. Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Fanhorn. We'd like to hear your thoughts. Don't you have time for informal chat? We'll be brief. Your time is valuable to us. There's so many fucking repairs. Be down in just a sec. Of course. We have a problem. Look, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them. Can you get you a while? They were saying the same stuff. Both the creepy nod quaint to 10. My young EKB present. We would love to hear his thoughts. One.
He slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
I don't want to lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense to your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that drunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honking big question. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need to let us up there and take care of him. He told me Waller was okay and that he was back at his resting place. He is poor for him. Just got Luca. There's a lie. This is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a walkabout? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Then like this is gonna give us all a heck of a soft fall. And who wants
Luca's
that?
grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Waldo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca, the only teeny tiny fib I could tell you was that he was at home. He's resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite a pickle, and I am the only person in the whole world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Fight!
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr.
Luca
Kerr.
assumed his most insolent demeanor.
Well, since the regards. Hey, that was like hard for more than a little word. It's just plain insanitary. Look, I really do think we could pass. What a shame that it comes to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And
With a
this.
nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Well, that'll be the end of this episode. If you did, like and subscribe, and um yeah, I hope you enjoyed this stream. It was alright. That was pretty fun.